Hi Kirsty, thank you for ordering the reading for you and Sam. Right, and thank you for your patience as well. As I explained last night, this endo fatigue is horrible. I feel wiped out. But hey ho, onwards and upwards. Keep it moving, right? Let's turn this up a bit. Hope you're well. I hope that today's been a great day for you thus far. And I hope the angels are with you. I'm sure they are. Right, that's jumping out. This jumped. Okay, let's neaten these up. Let's see what I can pick up. Right, saying take it slow. And what I'm seeing is a male figure that's on his knees and his hands are outstretched and his head is down, right? So it looks like he's in, thank you, deep reverence. Deep reverence. It's like he's in deep prayer. That picture's slipping and I don't know why. Doesn't look right. We've got something going on here where, thank you, he really looks like he's deep in prayer. Excuse me, looks like he's very, I'm getting the word holiest, but with a small h rather than a capital H. What does this mean? Pay homage to you. Wow. Thinks you're amazing. Yeah, he's not bowing and scraping in a negative sense. This is someone who thinks you are amazing. Is he sincere? Yes. Is this the one that you were talking about in previous readings, or is it the other chap? Thank you. They're saying that this is the one that's to look after you. Allow him to look after you. Thank you. Allow him to do the chasing. Right, they're saying feed him enough so that he does chase. I don't play them games really. I like to chase, to be honest, but I'm typical Aries in that sense. But this is something about, you give him the go-ahead. Brief discussions at a time. Let him know you are interested. Not full on, his to be full on. Worship the ground you walk on. Wow. One step at a time, one day at a time. Enough to go on. Take it slow. Different from the rest? I'm saying this, but I'm getting an image of a guy, tall and blonde, and he's not thin, he's not fat, he's just thick set, but he's well built. He's got a nice shape to him, but he's a bit of a charmer, a bit of a ladies' man. And it's not to say he goes around and sleeps around or anything like that, but he does have this way with women. where he makes them weak at the knees. Thank you. Makes them quiver. And I just get the impression from, right, what I was saying to you was what the angels were saying, so thank you, angels. But what I'm picking up is from this tall blonde guy, he just likes a bit of a flirt and he's not serious. However, in conjunction with what the angels have said, you follow what the angels say, by all means, please, not necessarily me. But the energy that I'm picking up on is that this guy is somewhat interested, not majorly so. He likes to make women smile. He knows the effect that he has upon them. And yet, because of the way you will treat him, which is like, just as the angels were saying, taking it slow, showing you're interested and stuff, that's the turning point. That makes you different from the rest. I'm getting FedEx. I don't know why FedEx came into it. Courier. Okay, this is about love and know your position. Now, when I pick that up, that's bringing back memories of when I was a courier. And it was totally mistaken, the interest that I had in him. There was one courier in particular, and I gravitated towards him because he had this nice, show you the ropes, protective energy. But I think between he and the guys that were in the banter and stuff, thought that I was interested in him, and I really wasn't. And I couldn't show him enough that I wasn't interested in him. And as lovely as he was, he had this level of arrogance that I didn't like, you know. And I eventually communicated that to him in a roundabout way. And if this guy has a level of arrogance, if it might not even be Sam, it might be someone else that comes round and shows you a bit of attention and stuff. Is this Sam? It doesn't. Right, I'm getting Sam and the word teacher. I don't know why. But this guy as well, he was a teacher. He was showing me the ropes. Now I'm getting all foggy headed and pressure behind my eyes like I've got blood pressure issues. You know, when have you ever put yourself in a position where you're upside down for too long? And it's like all the blood rushes to your head and it makes your eyes feel all bulgy. That's what I'm getting now. And I'm feeling quite nauseous as well. I'm having to breathe it out. Right. What can we tell her about Sam, please? Right. I'm being shown a book. It's a hardback book. It's got cream pages. Thank you. And they're saying, take a leaf out of my book. But this is the angels talking to you. They're going to show you the way. They're going to guide you. And I'm getting the energy that you're to let this guy guide you as well. Let him teach you something. I don't know what. It's like he is showing you the ropes. But I don't know what the topic is about. It could just well be life. Okay, let's see what the cards are saying. At least the cards are on point. I feel like I'm in the wilderness with what I'm saying to you, but you've got the Three of Michael here. Release the past. You will grow from this situation and time heals all wounds. And there is peace in your midst. I believe, look, you like this, but you'll soon feel at peace. And if anything, Sam is bringing you some peace in the situation. Considering what you've just gone through, right, and what you're going through, if Sam wasn't there, you'd feel like this somewhat. Do you know what I mean? But we're focusing on Sam, and this is what I'm focusing upon. That's not to say that Sam's going to comfort you. It's just the idea that he's there is bringing comfort. Thank you. They're saying you're out of the wilderness. Things aren't necessarily meant to be hard. They're meant to be easy. I would really like to know the significance of Archangel Michael not having a matching pair of sandals on. Okay, right. Archangel Michael's got the sandal on there with that foot. She's barefooted and his other foot is halfway there. So I'm taking this to be the compassion and the empathy. Whilst Archangel Michael is an archangel, he does know what you're going through, what we all go through. He does feel our pain. He's able to get to our level, but we have to raise up to his level somewhat as well. So just cling to Archangel Michael during this period. I know there's many archangels and there's many angels, etc. But cling to Archangel Michael for the protection and the healing and the comfort. And they're using the word compassion hugely, like it's really like emboldened, right? Knight of Gabriel. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. And it has caused a bit of a stir, but you are moving on, and you're moving on quite rapidly. And again, I do believe this is Sam. Just the idea of him is and you're not only that though, I'm also getting that there's huge changes. You mentioned something about it, but it is huge changes that you're doing off your own steam, off your own back. Thank you. They're saying that you're flying high, and I'm looking at this horse's tail. What do they call this? That's the mane. Oh, it's the tail. My head's all over the place, right? In 3 months, could even say 2.5 months. Thank you. They're saying weeks. In 2.5 weeks, you will see a huge difference. You'll see the growth, because that looks like it's a baby version of that, which is a baby version of that. Do you know what I mean? To me, anyway. And they're saying, yes, as significant as all this was, that's what it's going to be like in a little while. Looks a bit like a love heart as well, doesn't it? But I'm taking this for self-love. I was saying in 2.5 months, you'll look back and you'll see how far you've come and how much you've grown in such a relatively short period of time. But they're saying in 2.5 weeks, you'll already be able to see all this. Thank you. Smooth operator, I'm being told. And look at how smooth, silky looking the horse's hair is. He is charismatic, but so are you. And you have a great passion for a cause, but you will instinctively know what to do. You're being guided, and you know you are, and you're taking heed, and you're enjoying the journey. 9 Epiphany, Archangel Raziel, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. And they are asking you to go within. You do have insight, you have that third eye. That's what Archangel Raziel deals with, as well as helping with the spiritual path, all-knowing and knowledge. If you can get, I don't normally do this with anyone that I meet actually, but they are guiding you. If you can get some background knowledge on this chap, right, it would stand you in good stead. It's not just the angelic guidance that's going to stand you in good stead. It's you doing the work, asking some questions of people that may know him or that will know him. Know of him, thank you. There is such a thing now where you can get a police check on a person as well. They've had it in America for the longest time, but you've got a daughter. You may have concerns, especially depending on what you may hear anyway and what you know already. If you feel the need to get this check done on this chap, then do so. If you've got connections and all the rest of it that can get a check done, then yeah. I do believe you can just go in the police station and ask, but I could be wrong on that. Three of Gabriel. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. And it feels like you are on a huge journey as well as a spiritual journey. And sometimes it can be painful. But I really, no, Rory, no. I really feel the wind. There's a huge amount of wind in this scene. And I'm actually feeling it. And it feels like the winds have changed. It feels like it's the wind to my back. So I'm being urged to move on. I'm being urged to go down the path that I'm meant to. And it feels like it's like I'm picking up on your energy, and it's like you feel like this. You feel ready for next steps. Thank you. You are taking charge. You are moving forward, and it's really positive for you. And as you've got this, 1 second, please, Aurora, out. Don't you dare. This isn't a reading I'm doing. Sorry, Kirsty, she's a minx. Listen to the noise on it, though. My gosh. Yeah, what was I saying? This wind's a change. You've already taken action. You are moving forward. You're moving forward rapidly. Your main focus isn't this guy, and that's good. He's just there in the background of your mind, right? You look forward to your interactions with him. And the idea is, excuse me, sorry. The idea is that that's his place. Let him do all of the work. Focus on you, right? And when you're with him, it's okay to flirt. Look how she stood. You're in your feminine power. It's okay to flirt. Make sure he hasn't got someone already, because that'll just be heartbreaking for you. You don't need any more of that. But I'm looking at the lights across the water. The lights are switched on. The lights are switched on, as dim as they are. So there's hope for the future. He doesn't feel like he's Mr. Right now. It's not an idea to just dive into this. It's a slow burner. Two of Michael. Lovely. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analysing a problem, find a compromise. Someone's in a turbulent state and someone's in a calm state. There's God's blessings here, and they're meeting in the middle. Someone's having to take a leap of faith as well. I don't know if this is the other chap's energy I'm picking up on. What's the message, please? Please make it clear. Thank you. Know enough to go within. Know enough to go within. So you're making a decision to go within at the moment. It sounds like you've already made that decision. You're going within, you're getting on with life, you're having fun where you want to have fun, where it's presented to you. Someone's angry. The person who's going through turbulence is angry. Can you see the red dot underneath? Out. And what's happening here is that with this anger, excuse me, thank you, they're working through stuff. It feels like this is the person's only way to communicate with you, as at least the initial communication. Anger. And what do you want with that? There's nothing you want with that. That's of no use to you. However, thank you, they said take it as it comes. Brush it off. Be the person with the compassion. Be the calm, still one. And if you notice, it's right underneath that Three of Michael. Don't have anger towards the other chap at all. That wasn't your fault. That was down to him. Excuse me, thank you. Sorry, they're saying he was chopping and changing his mind. didn't know what he wanted, and he was a bit immature. Thank you. Led you down the garden path, but that's down to him. Those were his decisions. What you're choosing to do is focus on you, and you are healing from it. If he makes contact again, and he feels like he'll make contact by Wednesday, you just be that calm person, right? And to find a compromise, it'll be like, it might even be a case of, it's all right, you're feeling how you're feeling, how you're feeling, I'm feeling how I am, right? And yet we're communicating. Where do we go from here? You might need to go back, do whatever you have to do so that you're not turbulent, you're not angry, and then meet me as I am, because I'm not getting angry and turbulent and mixing up all myself for you. Excuse me, thank you. And the angels have said, easier said than done, especially when your emotions are involved and your heart's involved, and it's very true. But look at this, 8 Justice, Archangel Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favour, don't give up. And things are out of balance at the moment, but you're in control. You've got Archangel Raguel here, that's helping you. And Archangel Raguel deals with family matters, helps with family matters, helps the underdog, justice, low self-esteem, brings harmony within family and home. You will know whether you have low self-esteem or not, right? I'm feeling burdens. And it's like the light moments in life. You could have more. You could have more. So we want less burdens and more of the good stuff. But you're already working on that. And you are standing in your power. And you are in control. Especially if it's a choice between two as well. One far outweighs the other. You know more about this person, but they're a burden. You know less about this person, but they're not a burden. Rightly, we'd go with that person, but this may switch. And this person may end up as equally burdensome as the first one. Is it Mike, the name of the first guy? I can't quite remember. My memory's rubbish. I'm sorry. But Sam may turn out to be as burdensome as Mike. Sam may turn, yeah, I did say that right, didn't I? But also, it's underneath this Knight of Gabriel card. You are doing you. You're doing you in the most beautiful way, right? You're taking no nonsense, and that's good. And when you go through life and you're doing things with the best of intentions, life will still knock you sometimes. But what you'll find is that it doesn't affect you as much because you don't have that level of guilt. Well, at least I know I didn't do anything to deserve this. I might be copying it and it doesn't feel fair, but this isn't karma, which means I must be building up for some real good stuff in the future. You've got 5, you've got divine guidance, Archangel Sandalphon. The search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach, surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Excuse me. This feels like you're really being that strong person that you are. You're continuing to be strong. The great healing of aggressive tendencies, prayers to heaven, was the prophet Elijah, helps bring about the gender of embryo, understands goals, dreams, and helps with trust. And that's how you're moving forward. And it's come underneath this 9 Epiphany card, right? You know what to do. You are doing the spiritual path big time. If you focus on that, focus on your meditations, remain in the calm person that you are, dealing with issues, and we all have issues, and sticking to your goals and creating new goals, doing you essentially again, right? But being more spiritual about it, even more so than you already are. Continue being the good person that you are. Yeah, they are saying surrounding yourself with friends. You've got your loyal friends there, right? And this is mysticism. So it feels like you're doing lots of research into alternatives, the occult as it's called in other ways. You're just looking into what is this life about. There's so much more to it, right? It's, thank you, the secrets behind the scenes. But it's also a case of looking at this chap as well, right? Asking those questions, doing the research on him, looking behind the scenes. You may be pleasantly surprised. You may find that you have a huge amount in common. Sometimes we'll meet people and it's only through conversation and time that we realize that our paths crossed so many times before we actually physically met. Do a little bit of research. It feels like you could very well be surprised. And if he does have an aggressive streak to him, it will be shown to you in time. 2 of Gabriel. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. This card here makes me know that you've still got hope for the future, that you are walking the right path, that you're not alone. Excuse me, sorry. And when you're looking for your mate in life, your life partner, this is coming. It is coming. You might be a bit further ahead down your spiritual path than your mate. That person will catch up and you will instinctively know if it's the right person. We've got the 2 of Gabriel under the 3 of Gabriel. That wind of change and doing you, flirting. The focus on plans, focus on choices. It feels like you're going to have a choice between 2. I feel like the other chap's coming back. Excuse me. But you've got also the choice to just follow your own life and see who catches up or who meets you on the path. Thank you. They're saying widen your scope. It's almost like widening your net. The more that you do in life is going to take you further afield, and you're going to meet more and more people, which is in one sense obvious and not in another sense, because sometimes we are looking at the next week, the next month, the next couple of months, and it's like, well, I've got nothing scheduled. But if you schedule something, it will take you out your comfort zone even more so, get you out and about in different areas, and not at great expense either. But there's progress is possible, especially career-wise as well. Your plans are expanding. The water's so nice and tranquil. The rainbows of hope there. And it's mirroring as well. You see there's 2, and then there's the mirroring. It feels like twin flame. Thank you. They're saying don't get ahead of yourself. Just know who to trust. So your trust issues are being healed through all of this within the next 2.5 weeks and the next 2.5 months. Oh, what a lovely card to end on. King of Ariel, successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. You are being blessed. You are a blessing to others. Things are working out for you beautifully, but you're also getting someone, excuse me, sorry. If I feel a real strong teacher energy, and the same teacher, you are getting someone who is able to match you, who may even surpass you, right? Who may be able to teach you the ropes, and then love blossoms there. Is that Sam? Because we're asking about Sam. I don't know what his background is. If he is a teacher, then yeah, it will be him. If he looks anything like this chap, then it will be him. I want to say the word garland. Yes, I know it's brocade and embroidery and all the rest of it around his garments there, but I want to say garland. The only real time that we have garlands are at Christmas, right? Floristry. Do you go to the florist often? Are you thinking of learning? Do you know it already? The flowers are going to be significant, and it's the linking of flowers. It's also the linking of those moments where your paths have crossed as well. Thank you. Beautiful tapestry of life, I'm being told. And sewing is going to be important, as in needle and thread, as in sewing machine. That's going to be important. A cut, thank you. I don't know what's wrong with me today. A cut above the rest. Yeah, it's you standing out. In whatever your plans are going to make you stand out even more so. And that success is going to be stable. So don't think it's going to be a flash in the pan kind of success. It's taking you up levels, and it's bringing in stability. And that's to do with career as well as finance, love. Okay, we're asking about Sam, please. Kirsty and Sam. Yeah, there's some clearing of your chest that needs to be done with the other chap. If he comes back again, and I feel that he does, I feel like he will be coming back this week, clear your chest with him insofar as make him know how he made you feel. But doing it right, he's strung you along, he's messed you about, but you're not lashing out at him. You're just explaining to him. Oh, I didn't do bottom of the deck with this one, did I? Bottom of the deck was Ace of Gabriel. Brilliant. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. And you are going to hear about this. And you are going to seize. And look, you've got 3, the Empress, Archangel Gabriel. If you don't want to get pregnant, right, make sure that you take use protection. But this is a time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. Archangel Gabriel's heavily in the mix. Archangel Gabriel does talk about fertility, does talk about union, communication, throat chakra, and life coach, and creativity, anything particularly the arts, which makes sense that Archangel Gabriel is so strongly featured with you. Do you know what I mean? With all that you're doing, creativity is great. Archangel Michael stepped to the fore. He stepped to the forefront. He is looking after you. But feels like Archangel Gabriel is the one that's with you continuously, even more so. But God is in charge, and you're being asked to have faith, but especially faith in yourself. As you and your daughter, you are protected. Archangel Michael is guiding you during this time. Whilst it hurt, it could have been worse. Right? Yes. And top of the deck, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. The word stick, I can be lovingly honest with myself, thank you, and face my feelings. So you're not avoiding your feelings. You're delving into your feelings. You're being really brave. You're confronting yourself and doing what you have to do in order to reconnect. Reconnect with the divine, even stronger than you already are. Reconnecting with others. Especially, look, after such a time, you could have retreated and not be interested in anyone for a while, but you haven't done. You're healing your heart and you're moving forward. Prayer will help this situation. Archangel Sandalphon. Yeah, we're talking about intervention. Also, being able to protect yourself and know who to trust, so you can intervene in this situation. You might have people in your ear, or he might have people in his ear, and it could just get all messy, and you don't want that. And you're well within your rights to check who this person is. But be careful who says what to you. You don't want someone who gives half-truths, someone who spins a tale and it's not necessarily as it was, you know, because the chances are this will be about the person's past rather than their present. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. This is about your inner vision. This is about your intentions and about your confidence. Thank you. Your eyes are on the prize. Your eyes are on the prize. You are going in the right direction. You are being really brave. You're being forward facing, moving forward, not being held back, which is awesome. You are realizing your dreams as well, as it says at the bottom. And look, a favourable outcome. And look at the scales again, readdressing the balance. This is about having trust and faith. Know that things will pan out beautifully for you. And that water looks so tranquil and calm. And that's how you'll feel even more so inside than you already do in time, and just quite quickly as well. And this situation is already resolved. It's about exchange and resolving and divinely perfect. There are cares, but there's some concerns as well. So look out for those red flags. Look out for the red flags. But keep your eyes open. Look upwards. Thank you. And they're saying take care. Take care. Divine Archangel, Crystal Heaven. Crystal Heaven, Archangel cards. That was easy enough. That one jumped out. Who's this now? Archangel Uriel, teaching and knowledge. If you're thinking of doing an alternative therapy, a spiritual course of some kind, if this chap is a teacher, then that would be good for you. Right. Just for going by the picture that Angie has on her what do you call it now? On the Facebook, you know, when I do the lives and you all have your little picture beside, looks like Angie. Does she know this chap, this Sam? Or is she able to be with you sometimes when he's around? Because it's like, listen to what she has to say. Listen to what she has to say about this guy. And if she's able to meet him, she doesn't know him already, then she'll be able to give you that vibe. You know when someone picks up on a vibe on someone? Thank you. She'll be able to read him correctly. And she'll tell you straight as well. Excuse me. Sorry. For some reason, you do need a background check on this Sam. You need to know a bit more about his background. That's not to say that's who he is now, but I do believe that it will clear some hurdles for you quite easily. But God is in the mix. You're okay. And your path is fine as well. And that, I think it's Mike, isn't it? That Mike, be gentle with him. Be firm, stand your ground. Let him meet you where you're at. With regards to Sam, coming back to the reverence, let him worship the ground you walk on. Is playing hard to get? You don't want to be too hard to get, but at the same time, you want him to put in a lot of the work. Let him pamper you. Let him get to know you. Let him show you true effort. But I'm not really one to do that anyway, and I couldn't guide you properly about that. I'm only myself up front and no games. And if that playing hard to get can seem like a game sometimes if it's taken too far. Not saying I'm easy or nothing like that. I just like what I like. But some women take it too far and it turns the man mad. And it turns some men off. I believe you know what you're doing. Okay? And yeah, you know what you're doing, and he will worship the ground you walk on. And if he's not, then he's not the one for you. And this person will be whoever's coming in for you. If it's not Sam, if this teacher's not Sam, person coming in for you, the professional, yeah, who's able to match your professionalism, etc., and maybe even teach you some stuff about it as well. He'll be the one that will be paying homage to you. And with that, I say thank you and God bless. All the best, Kirsty. Speak soon. Hope it resonates. Let me know. Thank you. Bye.